Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to our Thursday weekly live webinar. We are live, it's 8 p.m., and we're here and we're live. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. As always, you know how we do this. When it's Thursday and it's 8 p.m., we appear here live on your stream, on your YouTube, on your Facebook Live, and we're here again tonight. Thank you so much for being here. So, how has your day been? I trust you all had a great day. Welcome and good evening. Welcome and good evening. Thank you so much for being here. If you can hear me, if you are there and you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me, that you can see me, and that you are looking forward to this evening. Let me look at the comments. Please let me see your comments in the comment section. Let me know that you are here and that you can hear me and that you can see me. Hi, thank you so much for being here. I see you in the comment section there. If this is your first time joining us for our Thursday weekly live webinars, please hit the subscribe button, like and share with as many people as possible who want to get the message of personal development, of self-improvement far and wide, because you are important. The person, the individual, whoever you, as you can hear me this evening, you are important, and that is why we need to pay attention to you. That's why you need to pay attention to you, because as I like to say, you are the most important piece of your journey. You know how those chess pieces are on that board. So assume that all the chess pieces, all those pieces and the board represents life and all the goings on in life. Imagine all those chess pieces on that board, and then you are the most important piece. If you were to say that that chess board and those pieces represent your life, on that chessboard, there is no one or nothing as important as you on that journey. Yes, you are that important, and that is why we need to pay attention to you. You are welcome to our Thursday live webinar. This is brought to you by the Advanced Lounge. The Advanced Lounge is a community of people, of individuals who know that they can be more, who desire to be more, who want to challenge their status quo and do things differently, because we realize that it's in doing things differently that you actually have the different results. So thank you so much for being here. These weekly webinars are just knowledge sharing sessions where we just get to consider everything and anything that is on the personal development space. And this month in the Advanced Lounge is our month where we are considering self-sabotage. And self-sabotage, really, because in my experience and in interacting with many people in this space, I've realized that many people actually, yes, thank you so much. I see you. Thank you. Yes, you are important on your journey. You are the most important piece of your journey. Yes. And I realized that many people actually have good intentions. No, many people want to do the good things, have all these plans, have all these goals, have all these aspirations, all fine and good. But when it comes to bridging the gap, between the plan and the reality and actually having the result, there is a huge gap in between. And what is stopping people mainly is not village people. I'm sorry. I know that many times we want to say village people in Nigerian parlance, but it's not village people. Many times, what is actually stopping us from moving from the ideas, the plans, the aspirations that we have in our mind to actually seeing the results is no other person than yourself. So self-sabotage is a real thing. And this is not because you woke up one day and you decided that, oh, I will make myself fail. No, nobody gets up in the morning and says to themselves that, no, today you must fail. Today, nothing good. You will not do anything good. Nobody does that. Nobody says that to themselves. But in your behaviors, in your actions, in your inactions, in your thoughts, you will find these self-sabotaging behaviors and actions manifesting, sometimes even without our consent, even without us being actually conscious of it. So, but we realize that we are stopping ourselves. We are the ones stopping ourselves. And so we have decided that this month is dedicated to understand just what this is about, and then see how we can get out in front of it and begin to have the results, that we actually want, the results that are actually consistent with the vision, the plans, the goals, the aspirations that we have in our mind. And so tonight's class is going to be a build upon last week's webinar. So if you were not in that class, you would do well to catch up on that class. We'll do it to catch up on that class, because we're just going to attempt to build up on that, because self-sabotage is such a wide area. As I kept on researching, the thing kept on opening up in front of me, and I was like, wow. And so it's not something that we can say that we'll take one class and then 1 hour class and then we're done and dusted. We know. So we're building up on last week's class, and basically what we attempted to do last week was to just understand the signs. How does this thing manifest? Because as I mentioned, many people are self-sabotaging, but they don't actually know that this is what they are doing, because sometimes the signs can be so subtle that if you're not paying attention, or if you are not really mindful, you can actually miss it. So we don't want to miss it. We want to be able to understand what is happening. Because a lot of people are stagnated. A lot of people do not make progress because they're not paying attention. They're not understanding what's happening. They don't understand. And so anything goes, whatever, what will be, and all that. And they just keep moving. They just keep their life in, in neutral. When you are driving and you just keep on neutral and you're just cruising. That is how many people live their lives. They are not like active participants in what's going on in their life. But no more. We need to be present. We need to understand what's going on so that we can have a handle on things and then know what to do. It's very, very important that you're able to understand what's going on and then be able to take the actions that will help you, navigate those periods, those situations, and be able to come out in front of it. So tonight we're going to be talking about how self-sabotage manifests in these twin barriers to progress. So there are these twins that usually manifest like that, and many times we don't even know that is we're manifesting self-sabotage. But so we're going to be looking at these twin twin evils these twin barriers to progress on our journey of personal development. My name is Tracy Akbera. Before I get ahead of myself, I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge, and my job is simple, is to show you the possibilities that exist. And I tell you, the possibilities, they will blow your mind. They are limitless. The possibilities are endless. There are heights to attain, there are grounds to cover, and the world is actually waiting for you. That is why my message is to you. And whoever you are, yes, I'm talking to you, that you can be so much more. But there are things that you need to begin to pay attention to, and that's why we are here. So my job is to show you the possibilities that exist, and then to show you how to get from where you are to where you want to be, and to tell you that it is possible. It's not only possible, actually your outcomes can be predictable, can be very predictable, but you need to put in the work. You must be an active participant in your life, doing the things that are needed per time. There are things that are needed per time, and so you have to give yourself to doing the things that are needed per time. So let's get into this class. Thank you so much for still being there. If you are here, if you are expectant, if you know how we do this, let me see your emojis in the comment section. Give me those. I need energy from the class. Yes. Give me those emojis and let's get this show on the road. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I like to say that every Thursday, it doesn't matter what's happening. Once I just get in this space, I just, it's like a new energy just gets. I just have this new energy and I'm raring to go. And why not? I'm excited, to be here with you and to walk your journey with you, because we are on a journey, and we will succeed. And the success is not only possible, but it's actually predictable. So these are some of the things that we'll be looking at in our time together this evening. So the twin barriers to progress on your personal development journey. But first, let's do a quick recap into what's self-sabotage. So self-sabotage involves behaviors that create problems in your daily life and interfere with your long-term goals. So you want to do something, You have a plan to do something, as I already explained. You can see the benefits of doing this thing. You can see how this thing will go and help you to succeed. You can see yourself achieving this already, but then you stop short of doing the things, and then because you don't take action, you don't get the result. And many times what is stopping us is that self-sabotage, and it just interferes, it stops us, it makes us self-sabotage will make you disillusioned, unfulfilled, dissatisfied, like nothing is working. I remember having a conversation with somebody, and she said you just feel like giving up because nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So what's the use? Yes, that's what self-sabotage will do to you, to get you to that place where you're like, what's the use? Or sometimes people just live life with indifference, like "Mm, I beg, I can't be bothered." Self-sabotage. Because we are made to be more. We are made for dominion. We are creatures of dominion. And if you're not operating in that realm, then something is stopping you. And I'm here to tell you that many times, check it. Check it, and you will see that you are the one getting in your own way, in your thoughts, in your actions, and even in your inactions. And so, this is what self sabotage is. And the thing is that many people self-sabotage. I was having a discussion with one of my friends, and she said that she knows when she's self-sabotaging. Many people know when. Many people are self-sabotaging, but the sad truth is that many people don't even know when. So listen to me. Many people are self-sabotaging. Many people, every day, by in your thoughts, your actions, your inactions, your preferences, your decisions, you are self-sabotaging. And the sad truth is that many more don't even know that this is what they are doing, so they unknowingly engage in self-sabotaging behaviors without even knowing it. So we're going to try to, as I mentioned, this class just want to recognize, how does this thing even manifest? Let's even understand how it manifests first, then we can now begin to consider other things. And we're saying that it gives signs, no matter how subtle the signs are, which is why many times many people are prone to missing the signs. But it doesn't come without giving signs. It doesn't come without giving signs. But because many people do not pay attention, they actually don't know when they are self-sabotage. Please let me ask in the comment section, do you know when you self-sabotage? Do you know? Do you catch yourself like that? Like my friend said, do you know when you are self-sabotaging, when you are engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors, when you are when your thoughts, when you are entertaining self-sabotaging thoughts? Do you catch yourself doing that? Let me see your comment in the comment section. I just want to sample the opinions in this class and know what's going on here. Do you know when you are self-sabotaging? Because this thing is real. And it's even worse when you don't know. And what I know, what is certain is that many people, a lot of people are engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors on the daily. Hi, Kuma, good to see you here. Kuma says she's raring to go. Yes, we all are raring to go. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. So, do you know when you are self-sabotaging? Let me see your comments in the comment section while we get this show on the road. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I see your comment. Thank you. So as I mentioned, that we're going to try to understand some of the signs. And last week we did consider hitting the upper limit, uprooting, and some other signs, some other behaviors that people manifest when they are self-sabotaging. And then tonight we're going to be talking about the twin barriers. There are two of them, so we're going to be talking about them tonight. And remember that I said that some of these behaviors can be overt and some can be covered. That means you do them consciously and others unconsciously. So some of them you can see, some you don't even know that this is how you are self-sabotage. That's why everyone really needs to pay attention to this subject matter, whether you are young, whether you are old. A lot of us self-sabotage, and we need to pay attention because it's stopping us. That is why a lot of people are not satisfied, because they're not meeting up with they know that they can be more, but somehow, because it beats my imagination really that somebody knows what is good for them. You know very well, you know that this is what is good for you, the benefits and everything, and yet you are not engaging, you're not doing it. So something is at play, and that is what we're considering, and that is what That is what self-sabotage is all about. Kuma says, recently I catch myself doing some things and I recognize them immediately for what they are, self-sabotage. Very good. Kudos to you, Kuma. Many people don't even recognize that that is what they are doing. And sometimes you may not even pay attention. Sometimes you may not be mindful that this is what you are actually doing, but this is self-sabotage, and we're going to try to look at some of the ways that self-sabotage manifests. Good, let's go. So tonight we are going to be talking about the twin barriers of perfectionism and justification. Perfectionism and justification. This, and before we even go deep into this, just know that anything self-sabotage is destructive. There is nothing good about it, but it's something that we need to be careful because of the person that is involved, you. So we need to be able to understand how to deal with self-sabotage and yet preserve the individual that is the person. You remember what I started by saying, you are the most important piece. So you are the most important piece. And at the same time, you are the one getting in your own way. So there's a very, very intricate relationship here that we must pay close attention to. If not, in the bid to address self-sabotage, so that we don't destroy the person, the individual that is actually in the midst, is caught in the middle of all these things. So just understand that self-sabotage is destructive. There is nothing good about self-sabotage. It's just like, yeah, just like an enemy. And last week I did say that it's an enemy. You know how, if you know that somebody is your enemy, you know how you will address the person. You will know how you will confront the person. But just imagine now that, okay, this person, if I was dealing with, I'm facing you and you are the enemy, I will know how. How? But unfortunately, this enemy is not an enemy without, it's an enemy within. So we have to be very careful in the way that we are dealing with this enemy. But just know that self-sabotage is a destructive behavior. Self-sabotage, in every way that it manifests, is a destructive behavior. And so, perfectionism. What is perfectionism? It just involves setting unrealistically high standards and striving for flawlessness, perfection. And I like to say, and I will say it again, that our journey is not a journey of perfection. Please let me write it in the comment section. Our journey is not a journey, it's not one of perfection. There is no perfection anywhere. Let me write it in the comments. There is no perfection anywhere. There is no perfection anywhere. So if you have an understanding that we are not on a journey of perfection, recently I was talking to one of my, we know the Advanced Lounge runs this 12-week boot camps called the Be More Accountability Bootcamp, which is, it's just a system that you are in a system that has a structure and support that helps you on your personal development journey. So you're not doing things anyhow. In the bootcamp, we like to say that there is no anyhowness there. Everything is structured, and you will see yourself going through that structure and growing through that structure to be a different person, developing a very strong character base that you can begin to grow, to build your successes on. And so in the boot camp, we have monthly review sessions. And one of the boot campers was telling me that she when things get, it was like things were happening all at the same time, and she just felt like, just leave it, like there's no need, there's no need. But I want to say that no, we are not striving for perfection. And in the boot camp, I was sharing with them, and I think I made a vulnerable statement, and it impacted one of the boot campers, and she was telling me that that she always thought that people in coaching are perfect. I said, no, there is no perfection anywhere. Whoever is selling you that is selling a lie. There is no perfection anywhere. We are on a journey. We are on a journey of just being better. That is why my message is clear. My message to me, and message my message to myself, and my message to the world is that you can be more. You can be more. And being more is not a matter of perfection. It's a matter of showing up consistently and doing better every day. Just show up consistently and doing better every day. Yes, I see you. She says, I don't, Aka Beams Global says, I know what I'm supposed to do, but somehow I find excuses not to do them. Excuses. In the bootcamp, we say that your excuses are valid, but excuses don't give results. So we don't give excuses. Excuses are valid, but excuses don't help us. And yes, I hear you loud and clear. This can get in the way. Excuses will get in the way of you actually delivering on the result, delivering on the things that you are supposed to deliver on, because you are giving, excuses. So these are some of the ways that this actually manifests. But we're talking about perfectionism, and it's about setting unrealistically high standards. So people are projecting this perfection thing, and it's not true. And this is a self-destructive, it's a self-destructive behavior, because you are setting standards for flawlessness. As in, do you understand the meaning of flawlessness? Like, there's no flaw anywhere, and that cannot be true. And what happens is that when you are striving for this high standard of flawlessness and this setting unrealistic standards, what will happen is that you fail before you even start. You fail before you even start. You fail before you even start, and that does not help anybody. That does not help anybody. So perfectionism is setting high standards. You want everything to be perfect. You want everything to be flawless. You want you want to manifest. No, 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 no. That is a destructive behavior. And what it does is that it will lead to a chronic dissatisfaction, because nothing ever satisfies you. Remember, what we're talking about is how to recognize how this self-sabotage manifests, how it manifests. And we are building upon last week, as I mentioned. And so, because you are looking for perfection, you're looking for perfection, everything is not good, everything is not perfect. And what you end up doing is that you don't allow yourself to move, because you are looking for that perfection. So you're unable to even move forward, because unless it's perfect, you can't move. And because there's no perfection anywhere, you're unable to move. So guess what? You are getting in your own way of moving forward and doing things, because you are looking for that perfection and looking for that flawlessness. And this thing, this perfectionism can come from, we can even be given by from within us. The pressure, we can be putting that pressure on our own selves. And sometimes we are actually allowing external pressures, to act upon us. We are allowing external pressure to act upon us, and sometimes we are bringing that pressure from within us. And that is self-sabotage. Even when you allow, remember, mark the use of the word allow. We are the ones allowing, that pressure from outside, that perfection, that perfectionism from anybody or anything or any system to act on us. And that stops us in the way. So what is the impact? There's something called paralysis, and I mentioned it. You are looking for so much perfection that you end up you end up being in one place. So you are looking for, when everything we align in a straight line. My brother, my sister, that cannot happen. There is no perfection anywhere. Can you hear me write in the comment section? There is no perfection anywhere. Help me write it. Help me put it in the comment section that there is no perfection anywhere. We are on a journey of just becoming better and better every day. But what perfection does is that it will make you just be paralyzed. You'll be in one place. You cannot move because you are waiting for everything. I remember having a conversation with one of my coaches, and she was telling me, just move. If you are waiting for everything to be perfect, and I've come to be able to understand, I've come to realize that this is the truth. If you are waiting for everything to be perfect, then you will never make a move, and that in itself stops you. Because remember, because you're not moving, you are in one place, and that is self-sabotage, because self-sabotage stops you from meeting your goals, from moving forward to doing the great things that you have in your head. And so these unrealistic expectations, they prevent action and lead you to just being in one place and not taking the steps. Another impact of perfectionism is a fear of failure. The fear of not meeting those high standards then cause you to avoid, because you know that, oh, the standard is too high. The standards that you set by your own self, then you now start avoiding, you start delaying, you and all this thing will make you to be dancing around in one place. Why? Because you are waiting for that perfect time, the perfect season, the perfect everything, for all the ducks to be lined up in one row. No, 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 no. So we have to be able to distinguish between that perfectionism. The thing is to strive, is to have that healthy balance between having perfectionism, or and healthy striving. That's to keep on striving. So we have to do this. You have to focus on growth and learning, not just outcomes. So this is the thing. And I saw this in James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. He said most times we are so focused on the outcomes that we forget the process. And this is what perfectionism does. It keeps your eye on the outcome so much that you forget that there is a process to get there. But you're looking at that outcome, that perfect outcome that you will get, and you forget that there is a process to getting there. So, what to do instead of perfectionism is to focus on growth. And that is why I say there is no perfection anywhere. The thing is to keep on showing up every day. And this is what I tell the people in the community, in both the advanced lounge and in the boot camp, in the 12-week boot camp, which is our flagship program in the advanced lounge. So if you want a structured environment where you are able to grow, where you are able to grow through the process, catch yourself growing, you want to get into the Be More Accountability boot camp. There's a session, there's a cohort going on now, but we have another one coming up September the 30th. That's when the cohort 3, 2024 cohort 3 will kick off again. So you want to get into that place where you have a community of like-minded people that are heading the same way as you, where you're able to receive instruction in a structured environment, where you have the support to help you to be able to grow through a process, to catch yourself actually growing and doing things that you have never it's mind-blowing, things that you have never done before. Last weekend was a review session in the boot camp, and the boot campers were telling me, people have never done some things. You don't have a vision, a mission, and all that. In the boot camp, you will put everything will come together. It will come together. So you want to get into the boot camp, and I tell them that it's not that we're on a process of growth. So if you are growing, you are showing up, you are doing better every day, it's good enough. It's good enough for you, it's good enough for anybody. There's a research that shows that if you are just doing 1/10%, 1/10% better every day, 1/10% is actually 1/1000. If you are just improving yourself by 1/1000, if you do it every day, by the end of a year, you would have improved by 26%. By the end of a year, you would have improved by 26%. By the end of 10 years, you would have improved by 260%. That is 100% 2 times and heading towards the third one. So there is no, just keep on showing up, and this is what you ought to do. So, but self-sabotage will put you in a place where you are seeking perfection. But you need to lean more toward growth and learning. Growth and learning. Growth and learning. That is why if you are not learning, you cannot move. You cannot move. You need to give yourself and create environment and get yourself into environment where you are consistently learning, because that is how you keep getting better, and that is how you keep getting better outcomes. Why perfectionism focuses on avoiding failure, making sure that everything is perfect so that you don't fail. You need to move your mindset towards achieving success instead. So achieving success doesn't remove failure. It is, you will succeed irrespective. So even if you fail, you go again. We go again. We keep on going until we see the results that we want. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I see your comments. There is no perfection anywhere. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We are on a journey. Yes, I agree. We are on a journey. Kuma says there is no perfection anywhere. Yes, 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 yes. Fear of failure is real. Thank you so much for that honest comment. Fear of failure is real. Many people don't want to admit this, but many people are actually paralyzed They are put in one place because they are afraid to fail. And many times they are afraid to fail because they are afraid of what people will say. But remember where we started from. You are the most important piece. You are the most important piece of in your journey. So don't bother about what people will say. People will always say. People will always say. So the fear of failure is very, very real, and I agree with you. But with that, this is why we are here, to be able to get knowledge and be able to get in front of some of these things that used to hold us down. Kuma says perfection, the perfection paradox. Yes, you are seeking perfection and then you end up not doing anything at all. Indeed, it is a paradox. Thank you so much. Hi, Regina. I see you. Regina says there is no perfection anywhere. I see you. Auntie Habiba, I see you too. I know the network has been terrible, but we keep moving irrespective. There is no perfection anywhere. So we keep moving. Thank you so much for being here. So we've just spoken about perfection. I remember we're talking about the twin barriers to progress on your personal development journey. And this is just how self-sabotage manifests. So sometimes when they say self-sabotage, it sounds so big, it sounds so in the air. So we are breaking it down. This is how it appears in people's lives. This is how it appears. So justification. What is justification? Justification is creating excuses. I'd like to know who Akabim's global concept is. But the person said that, I'm trying to go back on that comment. The person said that I know what I'm supposed to do, but somehow I find excuses not to. This is justification. So we are so good at this, we justify everything. We always have an excuse, we always have a reason for something, and that is self-sabotage. It is self-sabotage. When you find an excuse, you find an excuse for everything. You find an excuse not to. You find an excuse not to even get knowledge. Even when something is free, you find an excuse not to be there. We always have excuses. And as long as you entertain excuses, you will always find more excuses. But the good news is even understanding, as I said, how these self-sabotaging behaviors manifest so that we can get out in front of them. And one big one, justification. So it involves creating excuses or rationalization. You are just why you are not achieving your goals. If somebody calls you they go, come on, what's happening? You have A to Z ready. Excuses. You are rationalizing. The weather is not good. Tinubu's government is not good. Dollar is 1,600. How does that concern whether you can do exercise and lose some weight? But we find excuses for everything. And this is how self-sabotage manifests. So don't look at self-sabotage as one big thing, one big grammar in the air. No, no, no. This is how it manifests. So that's why I say that all of us, many of us, I dare say all, but let me say many of us self-sabotage. And this is what we're trying to do so that you will understand that the situation is dire. It's a dire situation. Because what happens is that year in, year out, you count 1 year, 2 years, before you know what's happening, there is 5 years, and you are not moving forward. You are not making any real progress. You keep on dancing in the same situation, in the same circumstances, in the same area, arena, and all that. These are the things that are responsible, but they fall under one big umbrella, self-sabotage. But justification, you are creating excuses. So the next time you catch yourself giving an excuse, just tell yourself, I'm entering into self-sabotage mode. Yes. And that's what we're trying to do, to bring these things to your consciousness. Because as I said, many of us self-sabotage, and many of us do not actually know that that is what we are doing. So it's justification or giving excuses serves as a way to avoid facing our shortcomings. So you know that this thing you not try. You not try at all, but you give excuses so that you will not face it. To not be as if you have a shortcoming. You avoid facing your shortcomings by giving excuse, by rationalizing it. Oh, I didn't do this thing. I didn't go out. I didn't go out to jog because in my estate there's no street light. How can somebody go out? Or you just give all kinds of excuses. We know the excuses that we give. Please give me some excuses. Give me some fine excuses in the comment section. Give me some fine excuses in the comment section. What the kind of excuses that we give? We're talking about justification, and we have said that it's just creating excuses and rationalization. Let me bring oh my god, somebody said that somebody said that after finishing university, that she said that she's not going to read any book, even signboard, that she will not read. These are some of the things that we say and do, and just keep ourselves in one place, because you are learning for yourself, to give yourself a leg up. But then you tell yourself that you are not reading anything, even signboard. It's funny, but it's so real that these things keep us in one place. And is I said it was amazing, but I think it's more, the better word is to say it's bewildering, to see that something is holding us back and we are still entertaining it, but not anymore. And that's why we are here. So things like, I don't have time. Hey, please help me write. Who has ever said this thing? I told you that all of us. Hey, good. Kuma says, I'm here laughing at myself, for all the times I gave excuses. I told you, I said, nobody, this one, it touch everybody. Forget. This self-sabotage matter, it touch everybody. It touch everybody. Everybody. So everybody self-sabotages. Oh my God. Uma says, I didn't exercise because I couldn't make it to the gym. Ha ha ha. What happened to exercising inside the house? Correct. What really happened to exercising inside the house? What even happened to exercising outside your house, in your compound? What happened? Must you go to gym? Oh my God. He said, you are not the only one. Oh, yes, so we are in this thing together. I said, this one, it touch everybody. There's nobody. Self-sabotage touch everybody. It touch everybody. Unless you don't want to be real with yourself, you will find that it touches everybody. How many times have you said, I don't have time? Please, let me write in the comment section. Who has ever said that, I don't have time? Who has ever said that, I don't have time? You are hearing today that is a self-sabotaging behavior. You are sabotaging, because you tell yourself you don't have time, so that you're unable. That's why you're unable to do the things that you are supposed to do. You are giving excuses and you are rationalizing. Let me tell you, you are self-sabotaging. It's clean and clear. If you have ever said it, you're on this table. You're on this table, and we're scratching this table tonight. So things like, I don't have time, it's not the right moment. And many times when we say things like, when we say stuff like it's not the right moment, there is never ever the right moment. There is never ever the right moment. So we're just in one place. We give excuses, but you know what's happening? Excuses don't give results. In the boot camp, I tell the boot campers, get into that boot camp. Get into the boot camp. You will need it. The structure in that place, you will need it. If you are the one giving excuses, you will see other people moving. And that's the beauty of community. When you are there and you see other people moving, then you will see yourself at the back. Then you will not be telling yourself, what are you doing at the back? You will see other people moving. So get into the boot camp. We will drop the link to the wait list, so that you can get into the boot camp. And so, I don't have time, it's not the right moment. Just some examples of the things, that we say, that are just excuses and rationalization of, giving ourselves a leeway. From doing the things that we know that we ought to do. And the danger of justification is this: your intention, as I say, intentions are good, but they are not enough. Help me write in the comment section. Your intentions are good, but your intentions are not enough. They are not enough. Intentions are good. That's where it starts from. But unfortunately, for many people, that is where it starts and that is where it stops. So your intentions are good, but your intentions are not enough. You need to do more than just having good intentions. But what your excuses do is that they create this gulf. They create this gulf between what what you desire and your actual outcomes. So, and that is the danger. That's the danger of justification, because that gap between what you desire, your desires, and the outcomes will never be bridged. So there will always be that gap, and that means that you are not moving forward. You are not heading towards achieving, those desires that you want. Also, justification prevents real growth and achievement. Forget it. You cannot be giving excuses and be growing. How? Okay, you are supposed to go out and jog, abi. You're supposed to go out and jog, and you didn't go out and jog. Will you get the results? No. So they prevent you from getting the real result and the real achievement. So that is why I say it's a self-sabotaging behavior, because it's stopping you. It's keeping you in one place. Thank you, Franca. Franca says intentions are good, but they're not enough. Absolutely. She's thinking about it. Think about it and leave another comment. Let me see. Think about it. Think about it. Intentions are good, but intentions are not, they are not enough. Your good intentions are good, but they are not enough. And so I'm saying that your excuses, they prevent growth, they prevent achievement, and you are self-sabotaging. By yourself, you are standing in your own way. By giving excuses, you are the one standing in your own way from achieving the things that you know that you should be able to achieve. Thank you so much for being here. I'm having so much fun in this class. Who is there? Thank you so much for being here. I see all your comments. Thank you. So let's move on. So how do we break free? How do we break free? We have a course coming up. And if you can see on the screen right now, for those that are watching me on YouTube, you will see that we have a course, a 3-day course. It's called Breaking Barriers, Overcoming Self-Sabotage. It's a 3-day course where we will bring experts for people to help us understand why we do the things that we do. We have experts, subject matter experts coming to take us for those 3 days, 3 speakers to take us through the process to understand the root causes of why we do the things that we do, and then to be able to develop the tools, the strategies that will help us to navigate these things, and then in very safe and productive ways, and then we are able to move ourselves from self-sabotage on the path to really mastering ourselves. So you want to take advantage. We just started the flash sale today. You enjoy a 75% discount if you register within 72 hours. See the details on the screen. There's the we'll also share the link so that you can get into that class. What we are trying to do is that it's not enough for you to understand what this thing is. It's not even enough for you to understand when you are self-sabotaging, but what to do. What to do. So you want to get into that class. That class is going to hold from 27th August to 29th August. I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you want to get into that class. And as I said, self-sabotage affects everybody, whether it's young and old. So register today so that you can get your 75% discount, and then share with your loved ones, because everybody it affects everybody, and we need to be able to understand how to navigate these matters, because we don't want to be tied down. Oh God, we don't want to be tied down. I heard Apostle Selman say that if you have been dealing with a situation, make sure that your children don't also deal with the same situations. So get your young adult children into the class. Get yourself into the class. It affects everybody at every age, whether young or old. So get everybody that you are getting a 75% discount. See the details scrolling on the screen. We'll drop the links to join the waitlist. Take advantage of the flash sale. After the flash sale, the price, I think it goes up to I can't remember right now, but take advantage of the flash sale so that you can get your 75% discount off. We want to get as many people to understand this thing, because from my experience and from interacting with people in the personal development space, I know that this is a real issue. And the earlier you are able to get in front of it, the better you are able to navigate and have the results that you've always wanted. But to break free from perfectionism and justification, that is, you need to be aware, self-aware. Be aware. You need to be self-aware. Know yourself. Many people are going about completely oblivious, completely oblivious, to who they are and what they are capable of. They don't know their strength. Or let me put all of us, we are inside. Self-awareness is very key on this journey to be able to recognize the presence of these behaviors, and to be able to break free from perfectionism and justification, and then embrace your imperfection. So when I say there is no perfection anywhere, understand it is just as simple as that. There is no perfection anywhere. So be able to understand that, to be able to embrace your imperfection and accept failure as part of the growth process. It was Kumada put in the comment. She said that fear of failure is real, is so real. But we need to understand that I say failure is feedback. So it didn't work this way. You will not have to see which other way we work. You have now, in fact, I can't remember now who said that when you fail, you have discovered one less way not to do it. So you need to come at things from that perspective. Don't come at it. People when they try things that don't work out, they now assume that they are failures. No, 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 no. The thing I tried failed. It's not me that failed. I'm not a failure because I tried something I didn't work out. So you need to come at the things that you are doing from that perspective. That it didn't work today, you pick yourself up and you try it another way. It even it helps you to innovate. It helps you to think more broadly and more deeply, and be able to get out different solutions, to do things differently, and to be able to have better results. And then you need to be able to overcome. We need to get in front of self-sabotage. It is very key that we do. It is very key that you do, because it is only when you are able to overcome and get in front of that you're able to live a fulfilled life. And a fulfilled life doesn't mean you have all the millions of dollars in your pocket. No, it doesn't mean that. A fulfilled life just means that you are showing up every day and you are getting results. And that's why I said 1/10, 1/1000. 1/1000. If you are able to do things differently, just if you're able to measure in your life that you are doing 1/1000 better today than you did yesterday, then you are on track. So just keep on showing up, you keep on showing up, you keep on showing up, you keep on showing up and doing better, and just having better results. So you need to get out in front of self-sabotage, because it will help you, to be able to increase your productivity. You are just looking at how to complete more tasks. You're not looking for perfection. You're not looking for how to complete more tasks and do better. And of course, it will reduce your stress and anxiety, because all this perfection, people are looking for perfection. There is no perfection anywhere. So by the time you have settled that in your mind, of course you are not looking for perfection. So you have already removed stress, you have already removed that anxiety, because you've already settled it yourself that there is no perfection anywhere, and you are just having, you're just going forward, doing every day, showing up and doing a little bit better than yesterday, and just having those consistent results. Let me tell you, consistency compounds. Help me write in the comment section. Consistency compounds. Consistency compounds. And when I tell people that when you are on a personal development journey, it's not a touch and go matter. It's not that today you do, tomorrow you don't do. No, you need to just, it doesn't mean do 1,000 things in one day. No, it just means that you keep showing up little by little, but you are showing up better and better every day. You are showing up better and better every day. So consistency compounds. Consistency compounds. It's not perfection we're looking for. We're just looking to show up consistently and get those small results in, because that is what we compound, and that is how you build a solid base. You don't get up one day and build a 10 floor skyscraper into the air overnight. No, it doesn't happen. You make sure that you are forming a solid base, and then you build consistently, but you build until you have built a tall skyscraper. And so that is how you need to go about this. You're not building up on, you're not just waking up and building up in the sky, because what happens, you build that way, it comes crashing down, and you don't want that. So as I've mentioned before, okay, no, you're gonna have better success, greater success, when you are able to get out in front of self-sabotage. You're gonna have greater success, and that is what we want. We want to be able to succeed. We are tired. It was Jim Rohn, I heard him say, you can know how the next 5 years will be, of your life will be, if you look at the past 5 and you don't do anything different. Let me say that again. You can tell how your next 5 years will be. Your next 5 years will be just like the past 5 if you don't do anything differently. That you need to sit down with that statement and really think about it. How have the past 5 years been? If you don't do anything differently, your next 5 will look just like the last 5, and the time is passing. And we don't understand that the time that we have is a gift, and we need to harness it and use it and do better every day. But this giving excuses or waiting for everything to be perfect is just robbing us of that movement, that daily movement, that consistent movement that we can be making. And because we're not making that consistent movement, then we are robbing ourselves of the results that we could have. So I've already mentioned the details on the screen. Please join the breaking barriers course, the overcoming self-sabotage course, you get 75% discount if you join in the next within 72 hours. You get that huge discount of get yourself into that course. We have subject matter experts coming that will help you, to be able to understand and delve deeper and into overcoming self-sabotage. And you will have practical strategies, guided exercises, you have the support, and there are other perks. There are plenty perks. I think we will share some information after the class. There are a lot of perks to taking advantage of this of the flash sale. So you want to do that and get yourself tools to transform self-sabotaging behaviors and unlock your potential. Because as I say, you have the potential. There is greatness inside of you. See, I'm so convinced about this thing. Like, I'm so convinced that there is greatness inside of you. And as I always like to give that analogy because it captures it so aptly for me, that just like a mango tree, the potential to be a mango tree is inside the mango seed. So it doesn't matter. You can be holding a mango seed today, all you see is a seed. But given the right situation, given the right conditions of water, sunlight, good soil, and all that, the potential to be a tree is inside the mango seed. The same with you. The potential for greatness is right inside of you, but you have a responsibility to put yourself in the right conditions being the right environment, having the right knowledge, and putting yourself to task, taking the action daily that will translate that greatness that is inside of you from potential to achievement. From potential to achievement. The potential is inside of you, but of course you need to be doing something to move from the place of potential into the place of achievement. So thank you very much for being in this class this evening. I've had a lot of fun. Do we have any questions? Are there any questions in the comments? Any comment, anything that you need clarification on, just so that as we begin to wind down and round up on this class, as usual, we don't like the class to be more than an hour. We understand that it's a working day and we don't want the classes to be more than an hour. Thank you so much for being here. You are investing in yourself, and this is very, very key. Knowledge and learning are a huge aspect of your personal development journey, and I want to thank you for always keeping a date with us whenever we show up. This evening we have been looking at the twin barriers to progress, and we looked at perfectionism. We've looked at justification and just rationalizing things, aka giving excuses. Just the big grammar that we're using, giving excuses. And we've said that excuses will not take us to where we want to be, neither will waiting for the perfect anything. Some of us are waiting for the perfect weather, we're waiting for the perfect husband, we're waiting for the perfect wife, we're waiting for the perfect money in our pocket. We're waiting. No, there is no perfection anywhere. Just take seize each moment and continue to move. Seize each moment and continue to move, and just tell yourself that what you want to be doing is to getting better and better, every day. Your life is a journey, and you just want to be getting better and better every day. So thank you so much for being here. I did not see any comments in the comment section, so we're just going to go ahead and bring this class to a close. Remember that you can get into, if you're not a member of the Advanced Lounge community, please get into the community. If you are not in the boot camp, we'll drop the waitlist details. You can get into the boot camp. The next cohort starts on September the 30th. But most importantly, please get into the Breaking Barriers course so that we can learn how to overcome self-sabotage. The details are running on your screen, and we'll also drop the link to join the waitlist so that you can take advantage of the flash sale and get a whooping 75% off when you register within 72 hours and enjoy all the perks that come with that offer as well. Thank you so much for being here. I know that you are paying attention to your growth. For being here alone, I know that your growth, your personal development is important to you, and I say kudos to you, but you have to take it a notch higher and put yourself in a place where you can take action, and not just action, that you can take consistent action every day. Thank you. This webinar has been brought to you by the Advanced Launch community, where we are just learning and growing and becoming better and better every day. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge, and my job is to show you the possibilities that exist and to show you how you can get from where you are to where you want to be. So thank you so much for being here tonight. I bid you all a wonderful night rest. I'll see you in the advanced lounge. I'll see you in the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. I'll see you at the Overcoming Self-Sabotage course. And I'll see you next week at 8 p.m. on Thursday. We'll bring you another edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. God bless you and have a wonderful night rest. Good night.